Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So for the third week in October, I wanted to do a spread for Indigenous Peoples Day, which is on the 13th. So I actually have this paper that I created last year, and I ended up doing something completely different, but I decided to pull it in case I wanted to use it because it also went with the new stickers that I created for this year. And then I have tons of stickers. Again, tons of things to play with just because I wasn't sure what direction I wanted to go with. And again, since I had this, I thought I would try to incorporate some of this since I didn't last year. I ended up doing something different. And I think that might have been one of the spreads that my SD card ate. I lost like 3 videos last year due to an old SD card, and I had to buy a new card because apparently when it gets old, it gets corrupt and it corrupts your data. And I didn't realize it, and it like died in my camera, and I didn't know it until I was getting ready, trying to edit the video, and it was gone. So that was pretty annoying. This is grocery week, so I'm gonna need a box in the sidebar. And I pulled tons of different colors because I have so many here. I tried to pull like some of the neutral. So I have a brown, black, kind of more neutral, and then greens and different shades of blue. Again, kind of depending on what I go with. And then I have these weekend stickers that I created, habit tracker stickers in a teal or a blue color. And these are some of the stickers I think I had left over from last year. And then I found these checklist square box stickers, which I thought was kind of cute. And I can't remember where I got these. I think it was some sort of kit that I got. And I found these and it went with this. So I thought if I could use it, I'd try. And then I also have these leftover stickers from the Martina Sticker Company. So again, I'm gonna try to use either these or these. Again, I'm trying to use up the stuff in my stash, and I encourage you to do the same as well. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. Oh, and I almost forgot. These are some box stickers that I created. And then I have, again, them in different shades of blue that coordinate with the stickers. So kind of depending on where I go, I'm kind of leaning more toward this middle color because I feel like if I use the paper, that goes with it perfectly. I mean, it's literally the perfect shade. So kind of leaning toward this, but again, any of these colors will go, but that's what I'm leaning toward. So again, I'll pull that and put it on the side here just so I kind of can see it and remind myself what I want to use. And again, since there's so many different shades of blue, I figured any of these would work in the sidebar. So we have that to choose depending on what direction we go. And I'm kind of leaning toward this teal color, but again, this blue one would work as well. So I'm gonna pull that, and either one of these would work. So I'll just kind of leave that there as a reminder. And if I use these, I feel like I'll probably use one of these blues. And if I use a checklist, I'll probably use this green or maybe even the brown. So again, I'm kind of waiting to see what direction I go. So let's look at our stickers and see what we want to play with. Again, I want to do my best to kind of incorporate some of this because I do have it. And I created this based on a Pueblo pattern, because I found out a couple of years ago that my mom can trace her family line all the way back to the first Pueblo peoples, and I thought that was really cool. And that's why I did a spread last year for the first time in celebration of Indigenous Peoples Day. I've always celebrated that day, but I thought I would do a spread in honor of that and that side of my family heritage. And I'm kind of leaning toward this one because it has a little bit more of the browns and orange tones in it. This one is a little teal heavy. Again, I like both of these, but we'll see. Now, my original idea was I created these scenes. I thought I would do one scene over here and maybe one over here. And then I thought it would be kind of cool to have this totem pole go in the middle. I thought that'd be really cool. So I might do that. I created that for the middle. That way it's kind of on both sides of the page. I thought that would be kind of neat. So let's see. Maybe I should just choose something that goes with these because these are going to be the prominent stickers that I use. I'm going to use 2 of these. So let's see. Which one of these go best? I mean, this neutral goes with everything. But I kind of want some color. Because I chose this one because it makes me think of wood and like pottery. But then I thought of maybe doing like things that remind me of like one of the elements, like water in particular. Since I had these other blue elements, I thought I would do that. So I might use some of that because this color is in here too, as well as that. But this is softer, so I might choose this blue. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I think I might go with this one. I mean, these ones would work too. I mean, this one is kind of like a darker green color, but I feel like it's a little too green. And this is a darker version of some of the teals. But again, I feel like it's a little too deep. So I think this one balances out a little bit, especially if I use this, which I think I will. I mean, I have this one. But again, I feel like it's a little too stark of a contrast. And I feel like that is more subtle. And it's a softer hue as well. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and put the start of my grocery list in the sidebar. And again, I like to kind of line it up with this top edge here. I mean, sometimes I bring it all the way up. Sometimes I bring it like underneath October. But in general, I like to line it up with this edge as best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just in general. And it looks like it's going to go underneath that. Let's see what I do with my correction tape. There it is. I'm going to white out the notes section because I never use that. And let's put down my habit tracker. Okay, I'll bring that directly underneath this box. And just put a small space there. Okay, that looks good. All right, now, do I want to do my idea of putting... I think if I do use the totem pole, I need to do that first, which means maybe I should take this off of here. I think that's going to be the easiest thing. So, okay, I think what I'm going to do is take everything off my planner. And take it off of the discs. I usually only do this for like my currently or monthly spreads, but again, I think it's just going to make it easier. So I'm just going to move this to the side. Just to make life easier for me. And that way I can kind of join these two together. And what I might do, I think I'm going to get some low-tack tape and just have at least one of the edges here taped together just so I can keep it from moving when I put that sticker down. So let me go get some low-tack tape and I'll be right back. All right, so this is some low-tack tape from scrapbook.com and it color coordinates with both my art studio and this spread. So that's kind of neat. And this is great, again, when you want something to stay but not permanently. And you have to be careful, especially when you're removing it from something close to like holes or opening, but it doesn't leave any residue. So I'm going to gently put that together. And I made this slightly shorter than this so that I would be able to do that. Oh, did I just tear this? And I did. Okay. I tore part of the bottom. Do my best not to tear the top. I think I can make it work though. Oh, I think... Oh, it didn't cut all the way. That's what it was. Ooh. That's... Oh, no. Okay. It got stuck to the sticker because it didn't cut all the way. Let me see if I can gently lift this. There we go. Whew. That almost became a moment. And let me... see, where's my scissors? Trim off this little piece that tore. Again, I'm gonna bring this, I think I'll cut the bottom off too, the bottom offset off. Just so I can bring it all the way down, or almost all the way down. And because this is so long, it's a little hard, it's a little bit unwieldy. Doing my best to hold it down briefly with my left hand here while I put this all the way down. Okay. Like that. Ooh, I love it. This is going to be so pretty. Now, this is low tack, but you do need to be careful when you like put this on dies and especially paper. Just so it doesn't, again, like I said, when it's next to holes, it can rip it, but it's ripping it only because of the tension. So just be careful. Let's see how I want to do this. All right, I think I'm just going to use my scissors here. It's a little tricky. Oh, I think okay, it went over by like a hair on this side. Might have the, it's gonna probably cut, I mean, just a tiny little sliver went over. I did pretty good though, considering. But again, it's gonna cut a tiniest little sliver because it went over very slightly. Yeah, see a little bit. I mean, that like just the tiniest little bit in the middle. Okay. Again, not too bad. Since I cut part of that, I'm just going to kind of even it up. Just very gently. And I need to punch almost all of these holes, so I think I might use my Happy Planner punch. Okay. All right, so now with this punch, I like to turn it over, which is why I took this back cover off and then insert it. So insert it, and then I turn it over so I can line up the holes. So I'm gonna switch hands actually, because I'm right-handed. It's gonna make it a little easier to do it this way. So I'm sliding the paper over until I can see where the opening is, and then I'm making sure it's the same all the way down. And I need to push that in a little bit more, so I'm doing that. And then I'm going to punch. See? Okay, so let's do that again. And actually I gotta, since this is sticker paper, I'm gonna clean this out again so I can see. When it's sticker paper, sometimes it kind of stays in this little area until you remove it. So I'm just taking my tweezers to kind of help dislodge it. And then throw these little pieces away. Okay, now, once again, I'm gonna insert it. And then I'm turning it over. And basically I'm looking to see where the hole is. So like I have that one that's empty so I can line it up. And then I also check all the way down. And once I have it lined up, I'm gonna push it in. And there we go. Okay, put the cover back on. All right, so that's what it's looking like. And that looks really good. I'm gonna take my bone folder where the holes are and just kind of smooth it down. Because when you punch it, sometimes it kind of, again, when it's sticker paper, it wants to try to lift. Oh, I love that. Okay, that looks so cool. All right, now let's put, I wanna do, again, like one scene here and maybe one scene over here. Let's see. Let's put her on this side because she's facing this way. And I'm gonna cut off this offset. I don't have much of an offset, but just so I can put it all the way against the edge of this box over here. Ooh, that's slightly crooked, but can I fix it? Need to bring it down, I mean, just ever so slightly. Since I just put it down, I think I can. Again, just kind of angle it downward slightly. There we go. Just so it's not so crooked. Okay, that's better. Okay, and I think I'm gonna use this one on this other side. And again, I think I'm gonna cut off the offset on the far side so I can bring it all the way up to the edge of the planner page on the right-hand side. So I'm gonna turn it this way so I can see the edge here. And come all the way up against it. And just gonna create that weird line there. I'm not going to put that all the way down in case I want to lift it. Okay, let's put down Indigenous Peoples Day. Has Columbus X'd out and has a strike through Columbus because it's Indigenous Peoples Day. Because Columbus didn't discover the Indigenous peoples discovered Columbus, right? So let's put that up here. And let's see. I think I might cut. I'm going to trim that part and then some of the offset off the top just so I can kind of anchor it up here against this box and bring it all the way over. And I'm using that top line to line it up. Okay, love that. That's looking good. Okay, I'm not sure what to do about this awkward line here. Hope we can figure something out. Okay. Oh, I know. Maybe cover up with some of this paper. Might do that. Make sure I add some over here. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just put it down. And let's see, I need smaller boxes for Monday and Wednesday, and then at least 1 or 2 larger boxes on either side. So maybe I'll tear some of this. Or do I want to cut it in strips? I kind of want to see some of the pattern. So maybe like this. I'm just kind of tearing it until I like the shape of it. Let's see. Okay, I might do something like this. Maybe some here and then some up here. And if I have to, I'll put some in the middle here and then put a box on top of it. I think I might do that. And I'm bringing this over slightly again to kind of cover up this raw edge over here. So peel it up so I can line it up with this, my grocery list box and my habit tracker, and bring it all the way down. Then peel it back so I can cut this edge here. And then let's put some on this side. And maybe right here. And I might bring some more down here so it looks continuous. And I think I'm going to cut it even with the top of this. Again, I'm kind of guesstimating, but I'm using this top line as my guide. Oh, that's pretty good. Is this long enough? No. Okay. So let me get another piece. Let's see. Okay, so I think I'll tear it on this side, since that's the side I already tore. And I think about right there. So this line here, and I'm just going to create a crease there just so I kind of know in general where to cut. I'm going to go slightly past it so I have a little bit of wiggle room. Again, I went about 1/3 of an inch past it just so I have some wiggle room. And let's see if I can get this corner. And I'm gonna line it up with this bottom edge. I feel like that's gonna be easier, or maybe I should use the top. Actually, if I do the top, then I can just cut the bottom. So maybe I'll do that. That actually will be easier. I didn't cut this even, but let me see if I can try to cut it even. Let's see. Because originally I was going to cut it the other way, which is why I didn't try to get it perfect. But since we're doing it this way, again, bring it as close to the edge as I can. That way I can just cut the bottom. And I just got a little bit to cut on the side here. Ooh, I love that. Now I kind of wish I had some here. Ooh, I can do something like that. Or do it this way. Yeah, I think I will. Can I use this little scrap? See if we can peel off the backer. Get my tweezers. And let's see. Try to layer it over the both boxes, but I want to be able to see it. And that's going in. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it the other way. Let's do it this way. And I'm gonna bring it up to this edge here. And I'm gonna tear. Maybe I'll layer on another small piece to kind of pull that together a little bit more. Got this little scrap here. See if I can use this. See, maybe like this. That way, like, the pattern is continuous except in this little area. And I might cut this little sliver and put it right there. Just so I can bring a little bit of the color over here as well. Okay. And see if we can find another small scrap. Let's see what this looks like. And if I don't like it, I can just peel it up. Okay, that looks kind of cool. And I think I might put this piece on the other side. And I think I can use this scrap as well. Again, I'm just kind of layering it on top just to give it a little bit more interest. Or maybe I should do, see, should I do some down here or no? I might just do this tan color. Okay. Kind of want like a little scrap at the top. See, do I have another one? Might have used all the little pieces. I might need to tear another piece, but let's see. I got this little piece. This might be enough. Let's see. And I think I cut some of the adhesive backer off of it, so I'm just going to put a little glue down. Just use my bone folder, smooth it down, and get some of my tissue to kind of get some of the excess glue. Okay, that's looking good. I do feel like I kind of need something here, so I think I will add just a little bit. And I don't want to cover up a lot of the box, but maybe just like a little sliver, like right here. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring it down to where the habit tracker is. But I still want to see some of the blue peeking through. And then put some of this over here. Like that. And again, just kind of carry it down a little bit. And I feel like I need a little bit in that corner over there. So maybe I'll tear some and kind of layer it. So about from here, but I need it to be okay. Like that. But, ooh, okay, I'll do it this way. I'm trying to decide how to tear it. Sometimes it's hard to tear these little small pieces, but it is possible. Okay. And again, I'm gonna kind of layer this one on top. And let's see, can we use this one? I'm gonna cover that up slightly and then try to tear this one tiny edge. Again, just so it layers a little bit better. And then put it on top. Get my tweezers just to make it a little bit easier. Again, so it looks like I kind of ripped it around this. I think that looks a little bit more organic, and I like that. And I think I'm gonna use this piece over here. Since I have it, why not use it? Okay. All right, so we have that. That's looking pretty good. I really like that. So let's add in the smaller boxes that I need and then some of the larger boxes, and then we can decide what other decoration we want to use. Okay, and I think I'm going to, let's see, do I need to trim off the offset? I may not need to. Yeah, I may, well, just this one side maybe. Just so I can layer it slightly right here, and maybe the top. Again, since I'm bringing it into, on top of the papers, since I'm bringing it on top of the paper a little bit, I'm gonna do it like that, and white out this line that's going through the box. Okay, and I think I'm gonna trim off the top on this one, and I'm hoping I can fit it in this little nook over here. So I need to, I think I might have to cut off the offset on all of this. Again, just so I can kind of layer it if I need to. Get my bone folder, smooth up this wrinkle right here. There we go. Okay, that fits perfectly right there. Okay. Now I just need some larger boxes. So definitely maybe a box on either side of these. And since this is going into the totem pole, I'm gonna cut off the offset on either side. And I think on the bottom as well. Okay, that way I can still see the totem pole and the offset isn't going into that too much. And then I think I'm gonna bring it, or should I do the same thing over here? Then what am I gonna put here? Okay, so maybe I'll cut offset all of this as well. Again, just so I can kind of line it up with this image. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do to get rid of that seam. I may not be able to, but we can try. There we go. Okay, so we have that. And I need at least one weekend box. So I might do maybe like a staggered square. Or I might just do one square. Let me just do one square. Maybe I'll put it, actually, I think I'll bring it all the way down here. And just white out this line. And then I can add something decorative, maybe on top there. I think that would work. And so maybe I'll do something similar over here. And layer it maybe off of this side. Or should I bring it down here? I think I might put it here so it's not completely identical to that, but, or maybe I'll put it in Tuesday. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll put it right here on Tuesday since I don't have a box on Tuesday, I just realized. Okay. And I need at least one box on Thursday. Okay. I might put this other square one on Thursday. Again, just so I have one box on each day. I don't always have to have a box on each day, but it is nice. So let's see. Maybe put it right underneath the totem pole. Right there. That kind of disguises that a little bit better. And I might add another box on the weekend, but I'm going to wait and see. Because right now I think that's enough function. And I can add in some more decoration. Okay. So let's see. Maybe add in the buffalo. Grazing down here. And I think I'm gonna cut it straight on this side just so I can put it flush against this box. I'm gonna bring it down slightly and then trim it. Ooh, that looks cool. Like that. Okay. And kind of want to use the wolf somewhere. Maybe right on this side over here. Or maybe I should use the eagle. And then put the wolf up here. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's do that. And I have this quote left over from last year, fearlessly indigenous. I think I'm gonna put that over here. Or I could put it here, actually. I think I'll put it in between this. Kind of equidistant in between. And let's see, do I want to put one of these weekend stickers in? Might do that. And let's see if I can fit the wolf in. Or should I just do the wolf over here? Ooh. Okay, I might cut this flush so that I can do this. Because I think that fits beautifully right there in that little nook. And if I want to, I can still add that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I will put that down. So I'm just going to line this up here. And I'm going to go over the wolf's ear slightly. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that alone. I was going to cut around it, but I don't think I will. Okay. So I feel like I need something here. Maybe one of the scenes. Have this lady making pottery. Or we could stick with the animal theme and use the horse. Let's see if that horse fits. I don't know if it will. He's kind of big. And it's kind of close to that too, so maybe I won't. Okay, maybe I'll use this teepee scene. That's kind of big too. Yeah, I feel like it's just getting too close to that. I think I need to use something smaller, even though I really like that. Let's see. Oh, this kind of goes with the animal theme. Like some of the bear paws. So I might do, again, just kind of trim off some of the offset just so I can kind of fit it in that space. Put this one like right here. And then these smaller ones over here. Or maybe one down here. I think I kind of like that. Split them up a little bit. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, I really like that. That's come together. Okay, let's see. Do I want to add anything else? Maybe something small down here. Let's see, what do I have? Pottery is a little too big. So I can't do pottery. I could do a feather. And that kind of goes with the animal theme. Or maybe this tree stump. That might be a little too tall. Yeah, that's too tall. Okay. So I think the only thing small enough are the drum, one of the drums, or the feather. Or jewelry. So I think I'm gonna go with the feather because again, that kind of fits with the animal theme. And I can put it in like this. Let's see. Let me turn it this way. Like that. And that filled in most of that space. Okay, so I don't think I need any more decoration, and I don't have any more quotes. I didn't make any new quotes. And I don't think I need any more paper. So I don't think I'm gonna add any more of that. Oh, I forgot about my little bullet points, but I kind of don't need them now. Yeah, I think I'll save these for something else because I kind of don't need it. Okay, so do I need any more boxes? I mean, I could add one more box here or even here. I have one more square I could use. Just to make sure I had enough for the weekend. Again, I don't usually need much for the weekend, but just in case, I think I might. I have the room. So again, I'm gonna cut off the offset. Could even add it here. Kind of like this area right here. So I might put it over here. Let's see. Up against this box. But I do want to cut around the wolf, so maybe I'll see if I can lift this wolf up. Because I want at least his ears. Let's see. Maybe I'll get my gyro cut. And my mat. I want to be able to lift up his ear and put it on top. Let's see. I think I'm about to lift this up too. Oh, this got stuck to it. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Got stuck before I could move this. Okay, I cut around the ear and I was trying to lift this little corner up. I cut off the offset so I could lift it up and put it on top. But I don't think it's gonna let me. It's trying to rip. Okay, yeah, I bet not. Okay. I think it's gonna have to be like that. Gonna push that back down. And get his ear. Put that back. Then put that back on top. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. I was trying to make it so it wasn't covering up a lot of his face. I mean, I could cut around that, but let's see. What would that look like? I mean, if I hate it, I can always piece this back together. Oh! Actually, that's better. Yeah, that looks like he's on top, even though he's not. So I just cut off that tiny little piece just to make it look like he's more 3D. I like that. Okay, that made a world of difference. All right, you guys, so this is what my spread is looking like for the third week of October in honor of Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm really loving the way that this turned out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!
That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired, and thank you for watching.